Did you know that gratitude is one of the strongest indicators of emotional resiliency and maturity? I know it sounds a little crazy, but it's true. Now, the first time that I heard this statement, well, I was probably in my late 20s or early 30s, somewhere in there. And it made me pause and just do some reflecting on my life and to think, how thankful am I? Now, at that time, if I'm honest, I would have to say that I was more concerned about what I didn't have rather than being thankful for the opportunities and the provisions that I did have. If you know me at all, then you probably know that I'm a pretty driven person and I've always had big dreams and aspirations for my life. But what you might not know is that I felt like I started out this life with two hands kind of tied behind my back. You see, for most of my growing up years, my family and I lived below the poverty level. We were no strangers to government assistance, and I was the first person in my family to go to college. I had no models to follow. So, for a lot of years, I felt like I was fighting some invisible force in my life that was trying to keep me from my dreams and my goals. But what I didn't know is that I was actually cultivating a victim mindset that was preventing me from seeing the opportunities that were around me. When I started cultivating a thankful heart, I started letting go of the toxic emotions that were actually keeping me bound up. And I had a much different result. Now, even in difficult situations or things that are unfair, I've had to learn to stop and to find legitimate things to be thankful for. So, a few months ago, let me tell you how I have been practicing this lately. A couple of months ago, I contracted the coronavirus. And thank goodness I have recovered and I'm back at it. But it took me out for quite a while and it made me miss an opportunity that I had been working towards for several months. Now, I was sick, so give me a little bit of grace, but kind of in the middle of this sickness, I was focusing a lot on the opportunity that I was missing, and I was starting to feel a little bit sorry for myself. And I heard this statement where someone said that right now, exactly where you are, thousands of people all over the planet would trade places with you, even in the midst of your biggest challenge, if they could also have your greatest reward. Wow. That statement shifted something inside of me and got me off of the struggle that I was going through. And the struggle was real, right? It wasn't like it was something I was making up. I legitimately was sick and was missing out on things. But it got my focus onto some of the greatest blessings in my life. And it gave me the resiliency to keep fighting forward. So let me ask you this question right now, in the midst of even your greatest struggle, what would someone around the world trade places with you for? Spend some intentional time this week building your own emotional resiliency by focusing on that. Now, if you are a go-getter like me and you want to take it one step further, I want to challenge you to actually let me know what that is. What is that one thing, or maybe it's multiple things that people would trade places with you for? What are you most grateful for right now?